So I'm having a chat with Dylan John. Thomas, how are you?
I'm sound, Jim. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks so much. So just after this interview, we're going to play a new single of yours called What I Need. What can you tell us about the single, first of all?
Well, musically, I had the idea to have like this kind of verse that's constantly building throughout it. And then with the chorus, it was that kind of 70s chorus that I was going for, a kind of like Crosby, Stills and Nash, kind of Our House. It's probably listening to a lot of Barry Manilow at the time. So no, that's where the idea came from. And then we recorded it away down in Liverpool in Kempston Street Studios. I'm happy with the way it's turned out. Sounds good.
Good, good. And that's coming off your debut album, coming out on the 2nd of February. What can people expect to hear when they get a chance to take a listen?
Well, I suppose the inspirations are Simon Garfunkel, Mark Knopfler, Johnny Cash, and the Beatles is my main kind of influences.
Mhm.
So there's elements of that, and there's kind of a sonic thread throughout the whole album that kind of links back to those influences. So that's the idea.
Yeah, yeah, good. And you've got a couple of EPs already out there as well. How does this record sound in comparison to those?
Well, it's just a more kind of a fuller body of work. It's been recorded over the last 18 months to 2 years,
Mm.
and it was nice to be able to sit down and hear the album all the way through from start to finish.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I'd like to talk a little bit about the writing side of things. So for you, how do tracks normally start off?
Probably more melody based, so like a guitar riff or a piano part, and through that I'll probably build up a bit of a demo,
Hmm.
start to get a kind of lead melody, start throwing in lyrics, and then the idea is I kind of build up a demo and just see where it takes us. Start to add in a bit of a rhythm section, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And once you've got the music kind of sorted, how easy do you find it to add lyrics to the music you've already created?
It just depends. It depends what I've got sitting around. Maybe things that I've already noted down before,
Mm.
or if it's an entirely new concept that I'm thinking about writing about. It just depends. There's not one set kind of way. Um, it just kind of happens.
Yeah. And when it comes to this album, you must have written more than what's made it onto this record. What happens to those now? Do you consider them again for the future, or do you think start again next time round?
It just depends. If the song one like some songs never made the album, then it might just be that it's uh we could maybe take some of that melody and put it in a new song, or it's getting held back for another album at a different time. I mean, that's the reward that you have if you keep writing, because then you have a bigger pool to choose from. So I think the other songs, I think there's still some songs that are great. It was just the trying to create the album like almost like a set list for a gig.
Yeah.
That idea comes into it where you need to create some sort of dynamics of peaks and troughs. You can't just be all dynamically loud because it'll just turn into white noise if every song is just bashing cymbals.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But speaking of playing these tracks live, you've got some shows leading up to your record release. I bet you can't wait to be doing some live stuff again.
But that's another thing as well. Releasing the album now allows us to be able to play those songs live. Maybe we've played some of those songs before, and there's a wee bit of pressure because if the gig's going well and it's like, oh, here's a new song, it can sometimes feel like you're a bit of a lull. Do you know what I mean?
Mm,
So
mm.
it'll be nice to be able to tour and play some of the new songs.
Yeah, and then once the album's out, I'm sure you'll be wanting to be doing some more live shows. What's your plans for this year and doing live stuff? Are you hoping to be on the roads for the most of this year?
Aye, we do have a lot planned. We've got Transit planned as well
Mm.
during the summer, which will be fun. And then hopefully get on tour again after summer as a headline show.
Yeah, sounds good to me. And you mentioned Transmit. Is festival season going to be busy for you, or are you going to keep it quiet this year because you've had a couple of busy festival seasons?
Well, we've got a few things in. We're just waiting to sort them out. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting back down south as well because we played Reading and Leeds this year, and it was the first time that I felt like it had the songs were really going well down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. And as you're relatively new to the music industry, I'd like to find out what made you do this in the first place.
Um, I just love for playing guitar and writing songs. The reason I got into guitar was we used to play Tony Hawk's on the PlayStation when I was
Mm,
about 10 year old, and we used to listen to the soundtrack. And Ring of Fire used to come on maybe every 10, 15 minutes, and through that, it was the reason why I wanted to learn guitar, and it was the first song that I learned playing guitar actually. And I through that, the influences kind of spread. There's a lot of '60s musicians, kind of Simon
mm.
Garfunkel, Beatles, Leonard Cohen. Uh, and it just kind of grew for there, and I just loved playing guitar and playing piano and writing songs. So naturally, the progression was try and give it a go.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And you must have a number of aspirations or things you want to achieve. I'm sure you've achieved some of them already with the likes of Glastonbury already done on your bucket list. But if you have to pick one thing that you really have to do in music, what would it be?
Um, I'm not really sure. I just love being able to tour and write and play the shows. I think the playing down south, I think that's a big thing where like this year was the first time where it felt like that last tour was the first time that it felt like we were playing actual shows in
Mm,
England because before it was kind of smaller basement shows, but this year it was that tour there. It was we played Liverpool Academy, Newcastle University, and around the kind of thousand cap. So it's nice to be able to get to that kind of level down south, and we'll see where it takes us.
yeah, for sure. Are you hoping to go overseas as well at some point?
Well, we played Amsterdam with Sam Fender maybe a year
Mm.
ago, and the crowd there, well, that was like nothing I've ever experienced. It was silent. You could hear a pin drop, and a bit different when you're playing Liverpool or Glasgow. But it was class to be able to go over there. So hopefully get back over soon.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Dylan, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Cheers, Jim, my man. Thank you.